I talked to people. We can talk to you on election at like 4 consecutive years. I'm like a fucking sponsor. Congratulations.
I'm really looking forward to working with my colleagues across the aisle and in the legislature to make sure that we have a government that's accountable to the people that we represent, to build the trust that has been badly broken over the past while when you see our elected officials being arrested on corruption charges. You know that the system is broken. So we have a lot of hard work ahead of us, but I know working together we can do it.
I think that the secret sauce to Laura Curran's success is authenticity. She's real. She's like anybody's neighbor, and she's an honest, decent person. People believed her, and they should believe her. And I think that's the whole 9 yards, because trust is the fundamental underpinning of politics and government.
Around which corner
So we're on the same page.
You walk from
It's just adding a few Pretty pressed up. I'm almost ready. Just as soon as Jack, who's supposedly around the corner, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. It's hard to get here from Long Beach. Try it. Rock out, man. Right, just open it. First of all, I want to congratulate our candidates. I want to congratulate all candidates that ran and were unsuccessful in both parties. I think that anybody, Jack Martin, anybody that steps out and runs for office is to be commended. I think that whether you're a Republican or you're a Democrat, I think that public service is the highest calling, and each of these people are to be honored and commended, win or lose. I'd also like to congratulate my counterpart here in Nassau County, Chairman Joe Mondello. He had a very, very strong campaign that held on to far more than I thought the wave of this environment would have entitled him to, and I commend him for all that he has done. And on that note, I'd like to focus on what this campaign was about from the party standpoint. Then I'm going to hand it over to the elected officials who are going to talk somewhat about what they're going to do in government to a degree. But from the party standpoint, we have always seen this election as being defined by the culture of corruption that has been far too pervasive in Nassau County over too many years. It is something that is embedded in the process where contracts are awarded, jobs are dispensed, and people are favored, be they contributors, special interests, family members, and friends. That has to stop. It costs the taxpayers money, and more important than that, it's just plain unfair. It's not the way government was meant to be. It's not the way it should operate. And I would hope and trust that the people who elected these representatives would expect, and this party would deliver on the promise that we will do better. I want to make sure that everybody a year, 2 years, 4 years from now is proud of the decisions they made electing this team. We are going to be mindful of the idea that government is for the people and not to enrich ourselves and our friends. That is so important. That is what this Democratic Party stands for. I trust that these candidates, and I know candidates straight up and down the ballot who have served before, believe that as well. I think there's nothing more important than restoring the trust in government of these elected officials. So I congratulate the two Lauras. I think it's a historic time. It's historic because we've got Democrats in places like Hempstead Supervisor, and that before, and of course, as County Executive. But as I said last evening, it was Ladies' Night in Nassau County, and we are delighted. And I think it's a real good, fresh wave, and we're going to have great government here in Nassau. So, thank you.
I'm so proud to be standing here with our newly elected officials. Congratulations on your Part 1 races. I did receive a very gracious call from Jack Martins today, and I thanked him for his service to the county, for his constituents, and for his commitment to making our community a better place. The people have spoken loudly and clearly. They're ready for a fresh start. Here we are to serve. Today marks the beginning of a new era for the county and the town of Hempstead. Together we're going to end the pervasive culture of corruption and ensure that government finally starts to serve the hard-working residents of Nassau. As county executive, I will fulfill my pledge to staff our government with the best, the brightest people who want to serve, hired based on what they know, not who they know. We will be reforming our departments so that they will be run effectively, efficiently, delivering the services that we all need. Controller-elect Jack Schneerman and I are going to be cleaning up our county contracting process to get rid of the bloated contracts and deals handed out to well-connected individuals. And I know that Jack will be accountable as well. Looking forward to that. But I understand that to accomplish these many things, we will have to work together with our Republican-controlled legislature and my colleagues on the other side of the aisle to enact the serious reforms that will make our government accountable. Because the issues facing our county are not Democratic or Republican issues. They're Nassau issues. And it's going to take all of us working together in a strong, bipartisan effort to deliver real results for the people that we all represent, because they deserve it. That's why you elected us, to make the tough decisions that ultimately improve the life of all Nassau residents, no matter where they live. We will have our disagreements, it's human nature, but at the end of the day, I truly believe there is no conflict too great for us to overcome and work through. So today, please, let's start to build back the bonds of trust that have been badly frayed. Let's start reforming our government so it starts to work for those who pay for it, taxpayers. I love Nassau County, and I'm ready to lead a government that lives up to our wonderful people and our wonderful communities. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am so thrilled and honored to be the first Democrat in 100 years to be the supervisor of the town of Hempstead. I am looking forward so much. I am looking forward so very much to working with County Executive-elect Curran, County Controller-elect Jack Schneerman, County Town Clerk-elect Sylvia Cabana, and the rest of our newly elected officials, as well as those who were re-elected, to bringing better government to the town of Hempstead. I am thrilled to make a government that will be more accessible and more accountable to the people of the town of Hempstead, that's more transparent, so that the people can see how their money is being spent, and we can restore their faith in our town government. Thank you so much, and I look forward to working hard to earn the seat that I have been given. Thank you.
Are there any questions from anyone?
All right, we'll start this one to number one, I spoke with the spokesperson for the county legislature. They've already said it's pretty much a non-starter still with the inspector general, which I know is one of your priorities. It requires legislative approval. How are you going to do to bridge that gap with the legislature? And number two, talk a little about the transition here between what you're going to do now the next, say, 6 weeks to set yourself up for a motion.
So I'll take your second question first. We're going to be rolling out a transition team in the coming days so that we can make sure we staff this government with really effective managers in all departments. And we'll be having announcements rolling out as it happens. And to your second question, I'm very much looking forward to sitting down with all our legislators, Republican and Democrat, to find out where we have common ground and then build from there. So we can really hit the ground running on January 1st.
Hi. You said that this really wasn't a Democrat-Republican thing, but it was a Nassau thing. But still, across the country, I think we saw Democrats winning these races. To what extent do you feel this was also a message of people trying to make a voice heard in the current atmosphere?
I think there is some frustration with what's going on in Washington, but I have to say, in this campaign, it was really the local issues that motivated people. In my conversations everywhere, it was the local stuff that mattered. Yes, there was some talk about the national scene, but not as much as I think there was in other parts of the country. Here it was very Nassau-focused and Nassau-centric.
The Republican bloc here in the legislature has really been impermeable. What would be your message to them now in an effort to find common ground?
I think we have a lot more in common than one would think. We all serve the same constituents. We all want to do the right thing for our constituents, and I think the voters sent a clear message that this is not a Republican or Democratic thing. This is a thing, solving the problems of our government, making it accountable to the people who we represent. It's not about party. It's about doing the right thing. It's about public service, and I think that's a really good place to start with my colleagues on the other side of the aisle. And like I said, I'm really looking forward to sitting down, having constructive conversations, so that we can be as ready as we can on January.
Okay, you wanted to 4 hours on your way to Westbury. And here's 24 hours later. Do you envision this picture 24? And I know you have hopes for it, but you have a 23-year-old up and comer, you have 3 women in very powerful positions. What were you thinking driving this?
24 hours ago, it's election day. You have a lot of hope, but I remember this. Nixon said, in order to enjoy the mountaintop, you have to have gone to the deepest valleys. Well, I've been in some of the deepest valleys. We've lost some races over the years. So looking toward last night, I was hopeful but understanding this could have been it. And for me, it would have been it. But for this team, and I think it's been unfortunate. But I've trusted the people of Nassau County, and I felt that they saw it as we saw it, that they really needed this change. So while I didn't expect necessarily to be standing here, I didn't look that far ahead. I will tell you that I was pretty optimistic going into last evening. It had its bumps, though. I'll tell you that during the night. It had its bumps.
I'm optimistic that we can have very constructive conversations because that is the goal.
It's a historic win in Hempstead. How many years of Republican rule? What does that mean that you were able to pull it out?
I think what it means is the people of Hempstead are fed up. I think they saw in Laura Gillen a great opportunity for change. You have to, in these elections, remember something. One of the things I've learned is that when you have an incumbent, the campaign is generally framed around getting the voters to throw out the incumbent. In other words, not to rehire the incumbent. But you have to offer a good alternative. Laura Gillen is a great alternative and had a great message. It's about cleaning up government. People are fed up. Nassau County, Hempstead voters, they're just fed up to their neck. I can't tell you how many voters we heard from at train stations, at street fairs, campaigning on the doors, that would say, I'm a registered Republican, been a Republican all my life, never voted for a Democrat, I'm voting for you guys this time, don't mess it up, we're going to trust you. And that's what they did. I think that's why Laura Gillen is standing here, and frankly, the whole team is standing here. I think they really, on the other side, took the voters for granted. They broke the contract. They no longer provided efficient, good services at a fair price. And, it was a mistake. We should never make it. Let's make sure the Democrats never get arrogant. Because we won't be standing here, the day after that election. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate it. Thank you.
country have been in charge for a long time. And look at the mess we're in. A never-ending parade of arrests and indictments. A procurement process that many people feel is completely corrupt. Jobs such as the current plan to nab close to $80 million from residents and small businesses in new fees. Borrowing for day-to-day expenses and then declaring a fake surplus at the end of each year. Now is not the time for phony baloney solutions or tinkering around the edges of our very real problems. It's time for a fresh start. I was inspired to get into public service out of concern for my children's education, and I ran for the Baldwin School Board. As president of the school board, I helped create a transparent budgeting process and made tough decisions amid serious budget constraints. I helped navigate the district through a couple of really tough years, and I'm so proud to say that we not only pulled through as a district, but emerged much stronger. And those of you who are from Baldwin know what I'm talking about. I've had the opportunity and the privilege and the pleasure to serve as a legislator for the past 3 years. And my devotion to my residents, to the people who I represent, has sometimes made me a maverick, but I'm very proud of the reputation I have as someone who delivers real results. I'll give you a couple of examples. When the bus legislation passed, several buses, including a bill to help veteran-owned firms do businesses with the county, providing relief to Sandy victims, easing the fees on some of the home improvement work that they had to do, and spearheading a bill to create zombie houses, which are plaguing our neighborhood. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, there's one just right around the corner from here on Russell Street. People don't want to hear about why we can't fix our problems. They want results. That's how I operate as a legislator, and that's how I will work tirelessly as Nassau County Executive. There's a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do, and I just want to share with you briefly some of my priorities. We've got to bring government into the 21st century. That means using technology and modern management methods and not rely on the excuse that this is how we've always done it. Trust in government is stretched, and you see that at the national level, you see that at the local level. So what can we do to begin to restore some of that trust? We've got to have an open government and share information for transparency and accountability. Finally, we've got to get our finances under control. It's going to take hard decisions, realistic budgeting, and strong management skills. For the next several months, I'm going to be speaking to residents all over this county because I want to hear your priorities. I've shared mine. I want to talk to you about yours. It's going to take a lot of hard work, but with your support, I know we can do this.
Because we hear it is.
We've all heard the rumors, and there are many shoes about to drop. It's almost like a centipede with that many shoes. I don't know what's going to happen, but I want to serve and give hope to people that there are people in public service who actually want to do the right thing for the people they represent.
Do you think your candidacy, and in fact, if you should go on to become county executive, I mean, is that going to be a step in the right direction in terms of uncovering a deeper scandal? Something you'll be looking for yourself?
I mean, I'm not a prosecutor. My husband, John, actually is a former prosecutor, so look out. And I'm sorry I didn't thank my husband first because he's been an amazing I'm not talking to these same politicians in office. We desperately need a fresh start. And that is why today I'm running for Nassau County Legislator. I'm sorry. Nassau County Executive. Let's face it, the guys in power of one of the most rich nations in this country have been in power for a long time. And look at the mess we're in. A never-ending parade of arrests and indictments, a procurement process that many people believe is completely corrupt, and desperate money grabs, such as the current plan to nab up to $80 million in new fees from our residents and from our small businesses. Now is not the time for phony baloney solutions or tinkering around the edges of our very real problems. It's time for a fresh start. I was inspired to run for public service out of concern for education for my children when I ran for school board, and I see we have school board member Annie Dureski here from Baldwin and school board member from Freeport, Anthony Miller, and of course we have Curran from Baldwin School Board. As president of the school board, I worked hard to make the budgeting process transparent, and we made some very tough decisions in tough economic times. But I'm very proud to say that we emerged stronger as a district. Not only did we pull through, we're stronger now, and I'm very proud, and I'm so grateful for the current board members who are continuing that work and making it even better. So I've been very lucky to have the opportunity for the past 3 years to serve as county legislator. The devotion to my residents who I represent has sometimes made me a maverick. But I'm very proud to say that I've been able to deliver real results. When bus routes were being eliminated in our county, I crafted a plan to restore most of those routes and made sure that plan was carried through, and it worked. And even though I'm in the legislative minority, I've been able to get very important legislation passed, including a bill to help veteran-owned firms do business with the county, provide Sandy relief for Sandy victims who need to redo their houses and they were having these fees that they had to pay. I crafted a bill to get rid of those fees, and also spearheaded a bill to provide relief for. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Spearheaded a bill to create a land bank to combat the zombie houses plaguing our neighborhoods. In fact, there's one right around the corner from here. People don't want to hear about why we can't fix our problems. They want results. That's how I operate as a legislator, and that's how I will work tirelessly as county executive. It's going to take a lot of hard work, and I just want to briefly share with you my priorities. I know it's raining. We need to bring county government into the 21st century with technology and modern management methods. Not rely on this is the way we've always done it. How do we restore trust in government? It's at the breaking point. We need open government, we need to share information, and we need to be transparent and accountable. We need to get our finances under control. That'll take hard decisions, realistic budgeting, and strong management of your tax dollars. I'm going to be, enough about me, I'm going to be spending the next months traveling all over the county talking to people because I want to hear about your priorities. With your support and my hard work, I know we can make it happen. Thank you again for coming. There's coffee, donuts, and
Thank you for watching Josh India TV. Please share, subscribe, and make comments. Thank you.